What did I love about Israel? I just loved connecting with a lot of people that I never knew, and it was just like, it was great. I also liked exploring the place, and it just was an overall amazing experience.
Okay, why would you encourage others to stay through confirmation? Well, there are many reasons. Confirmation isn't about us, it's about everybody. It's a beautiful experience. My life has been changed forever. I was a different person before I enrolled in Hebrew High, and confirmation changed me. All the learning and Jewish experience really strengthened my identity as a Jewish man, and I feel like I will continue that.
Why would you stay through confirmation? Because you learn so many cool things here at Hebrew High, and you get to see all your friends. Me personally, being from Voorhees, I have so many friends from Cherry Hill, and I'll never see them. And now I can see them in Hebrew High,
So my favorite class in Hebrew school is definitely Jewish debate. My reasoning is that Jewish debate is ingrained in our culture, and it's a major focal point of our religion. We aren't Jews if we're not debating different morals, what the Torah means, etc. And it just seems so important to not only our culture, not only our Judaism, but also each individual person to get their own feelings out, their own emotions out, their own points of views out.
My favorite class here has to be Bubby's Kitchen. What you make in there is so good. So take that class. Also take Benjamin's story class because it's really interesting how he turns the Torah into something relatable, like in our life right now.
I mean, I guess that kind of envelops why you should come back to Hebrew High and why you should stay through confirmation. I mean, think about it. With Israel, with all these amazing classes, who wouldn't want to stay?
And friends. Don't forget about friends.
True.
So my favorite part about Israel was not only were the sights beautiful, but the culture was great and the people we met were amazing. And personally, I really enjoyed all the davening we did, especially with the beautiful views, like on top of mountains.
So my favorite memory from Hebrew High is during break, I like sell the stuff at the snack cart with my friends. And also, Alina and I used to have like dance parties during break.
In Binyamin's class.
Yeah, and we just go all out. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Was that your favorite class? It was my favorite class.
Yeah, that was my favorite class.
Binyamin's class was
yeah.
my favorite. All of Binyamin's classes. Like,
Do it or do it.
Stay through confirmation because it's really cool.
So great memories of Hebrew High and my favorite class kind of go hand in hand because I love Binyamin's classes and I like Jewish stories, but my favorite was the multimedia class because we got to make YouTube videos called Hebrew High Howcast. Shout out to Andrew Rowan and Sophia and Alina and everyone. So it was really fun because we made educational videos. So yeah, it was really cool and those are some of my best memories.
My favorite part about Israel was all the sights we saw, and after climbing up mountains and just seeing the view from the top was pretty cool.
I would encourage everyone to stick through until confirmation and just continue with Hebrew High because not only do you get the best Hebrew education and Jewish education that you could where you live, you also get these skills that you will use in and out of Hebrew school. You will find yourself singing the prayers and just being an expert on all the things you learn outside of Hebrew school.
What was your favorite part of Israel?
You want to go first?
Sure. Probably, a combination of the weather, the food, and the people. So overall, the culture was different. While in America, if you go to any other big city, it's probably gonna have many similarities. While in Israel, it's really diverse no matter where we go.
Same for me, but also one of my favorite places specifically was the city of Tzfat. I really enjoyed the weather and everything like that. Along with that, I want to also say the people and the culture and the food. The food was really good, so yeah.
What's been a special memory or moment from you on your time in Hebrew High?
You go first.
Probably being surprised by the things I hadn't learned yet despite having 6 years of Jewish private school education. So some of the stories maybe Benjamin or Chaya would have told, or things about history about Israel that I didn't know.
For me, I have to also agree, like, when you're in Hebrew school, not Hebrew High, but Hebrew school, it's kind of like the same generic thing, but once you get into Hebrew High, it's a lot of different content most of the time, and it's interesting to see what other kind of classes have to offer.
Why stay through confirmation? Why was it worth it?
I guess I'll go first. For me, at least, again, going to Israel was huge, but along with that, it's kind of like almost you go through Hebrew school, then you go through confirmation, you have your bar mitzvah, but before confirmation, it's kind of like it's not yet complete. So to really make sure you get the most out of it, and to really make sure that almost you feel like everything's finished, you really need to go through confirmation. So that way it's kind of like you don't have any regrets when it comes to that.
While we're here home in the States, what we hear about Israel is mostly torment, and going in there, you can make out the contrast for yourself that we didn't like see anything big or dangerous while we were in there. Well, certainly big things, but nothing dangerous or hostile. So it's very interesting to feel home away from home.
So my favorite part of Hebrew High overall was Benjamin's class. He is an amazing storyteller, and it made it so worthwhile. A lot of times, Hebrew school, whether it be Hebrew school or Hebrew High, can be this very monotonous, boring drone. Benjamin made it exciting, and it was interesting, and you could just sit there captivated and listen to what he had to say. His class was my favorite part of Hebrew school.
One of the questions was like, why would you stay through confirmation? Considering the fact that I've gone to Israel and the fact that I do so many Jewish things in my life, now that I'm a sophomore in high school, if you could picture Judaism as being a puzzle and only making part of that puzzle, I feel like now I've only made a third of the puzzle, and each year as I get older, I'm finding out where to put a specific puzzle piece.
And my answer to the question, why would you stay through confirmation? I think people often ask, when you're going somewhere, when you have a goal, is it the journey or the destination that's more important? No matter what your answer, Hebrew High, confirmation expands on both. The longer you're here, the more of the journey you get, the more you can experience. And if you are to leave before then, you never reach the destination at all. So by going to confirmation, you can experience more, learn more, and understand more. And then at the end, you can say, I did it, I made it here, I have completed Hebrew High, I am ready to take the next step in my Jewish learning.
My favorite part of Hebrew High is probably just like the Jewish kind of feeling and being able to talk with your Jewish brothers and stuff like that.
And we also like staying close with like the people you grew up with from Hebrew school, and just keep on going. And so some people ask like, why should I stay through confirmation? So I think you stay through confirmation because like who likes giving up? Like some people think you should be done after your bar mitzvah, but it's really more than just your bar mitzvah. You have to keep on continuing your Jewish tradition.
Yeah, there's a lot you learn. A lot of important stuff, interesting stuff that the teachers may teach you.
Favorite part of Israel for me was the Western Wall, because I felt like I connected to God there for the first time when I was in Israel. And my favorite part of Hebrew High and Hebrew school was that I was always able to be with people who are Jewish and dive in with them.
Alright, so my favorite part about Israel was the fact that we got to go and see a whole new country and experience our ancestors' homeland, and just see, different points of view on, world and life, experience all that.
And I guess, from listening to Eric, it's important to, that's why I would want to urge people to stay through confirmation, because it's just an amazing experience with the people you grew up with, and it's something that you won't forget.
My favorite part about Israel was the culture of it, and when we weren't doing something touristy and we just were walking around the shops and getting something for lunch or for dinner, and we actually got to see the true culture and we got to meet like people face to face, and it wasn't anything set in stone like a tour, anything tours.
My favorite class at Hebrew High School was Benjamin's story class. That class was great. I really liked that.
So we went to Israel recently, and it was just amazing, all around a great experience for me. But the best part was probably meeting all the Israelis there and some more kids, especially the CSI kids. I really seemed to click with some of them.
People say that they fell in love with Israel, but after coming back from this trip, I can proudly say myself that I fell in love with Israel. My favorite part of Hebrew High has to be the sense of family I have here with all my friends. It's just, we're one big community, and it really feels like a second home, and it's just really a wonderful place to be in a safe environment, especially with Benjamin's stories and Chaim's jokes. It all makes it a great experience. Why should you stay through confirmation? In my opinion, the obvious answer is the Israel trip. Like, if you haven't been before, it is life-changing. It's just something amazing, and you'll never experience anything else like it. You're with your friends and these people that you've grown up with. It's just an amazing trip, and you'll never do anything else like it in your life again.